Hello folks, it's JDporkchop. Welcome to another episode of Surviving Space Engineers. Today we are going to talk about mods that I have now added, and then we're going to go shoot that thing up. And while I talk to you, I'm just going to show you what I've done underneath. That is the connection ports for the two ships that we made in the last episode. Whoa. Yeah, they're all hooked up. I haven't actually done anything with them since I just sort of plugged them in because their batteries were flat, so they're just sitting there recharging. Let's have a little look here. We've done all this. I decided to leave this open for ease of access because obviously that's all our stuff in there, so it just made more sense to leave it open. The hydrogen tank is in there, the engines, and then we had something like, I think it was 400,000 units of gravel. So obviously we didn't have a gravel output thing on this, so that's what that is. So I have added the mods, and we are going to very quickly just go over a couple of them. But the full list will be down in the description. I'll probably set it up as either like a Google Doc with them all linked, or I'll do a Steam collection, one or the other. I haven't decided yet. Whatever's easier. I have added the nanobots mod. I've actually added both of them. There's another one as well, but I'm just more used to this one. But I added both just in case one didn't work, I could use the other. Now, there was a comment from Rodney Bailey, who was saying that instead of using this, which is quite OP, I should use the regeneration engine, which is this thing here. Which, by the way, if you install this mod, and you're looking for it, and you go into its actual section, where is it? Regeneration engine. There's nothing here. And then you look for it in the blocks, and you can't find it. And then you work. The only reason I managed to find it was I saw a comment in its Steam page that said, "Oh, you need to maybe change the icon from a control panel." That's the icon from it. So a little control panel. So if you load this mod and you're having issues, that's what it is. But it is in there, I promise. So, what I've decided is that with this mod, this is very overpowered. So the way we're going to do it is that I can only build these things at designated shipyards. And designated shipyards have to be, you know, something substantial. I can't just stick one down on a couple of blocks and say, oh yeah, this is a shipyard. No, it has to be something that we've designed to be, like a dry dock. You know, something that is a designated building area. And that means that if I go out into space and I get attacked and I get damaged, then I have to go back to base for repairs. I think that's a good way of getting the balance of taking away a lot of the grind, so I continue to get a video out once a day, while also not being it so OP that my ship just magically repairs itself every time I die. The regeneration engine is similar to the nanobot engine, except that it, instead of just replacing and repairing everything, it'll only replace damaged blocks that are still functioning. So it won't replace destroyed blocks, and if something gets past the functioning level when it is damaged, it won't be replaced or repaired. And I think that's a really nice balance. So if we've just got a couple of dents and a couple of bumps, it'll sort of buff it out for us. But if it has anything substantial, we have to go back to Drydock for overhaul and repairs. And I think that's well, you know, that's the way I'm going to balance it. Some of the other things I've added, I have added now what's it called? The encounter mod, which is going to add tons more stuff for us to shoot at. I've added the Reddit one as well, which looked quite interesting. There's a few more that I haven't added, but I'm holding back that I might add, including the corruption one, which, whoa, okay, yeah, no, we're gonna just fly over here a little bit. Was that a missile? I think it was a missile. Yeah, I've added the, oh, that was a bit laggy. Something else just, oh, it's another one. They're multiplying, now there's two of them. Yeah, So we're going to have lots of more stuff spawning. We're going to have stuff spawning on the planets. Tons of stuff. Whoa! Okay, yeah, no, time to get out of here. I was going to try and attack that thing, but it seems to be upset at me. How close to... What's the range on my Gatling guns? Let's just do like I don't know. Whoa! That was a bit close. Right, yeah. What else have I added? I've added a shields mod, but I'm not going to use it unless we keep getting our ass handed to us constantly. You know, if my ship is getting absolutely wrecked every single time I go in and have a battle, it's going to get a bit boring having to fly all the way back to base every time I need a repair. So the shield mod is in, but it's currently not going to get used. I don't think I'm even damaging that thing down there. Can't see it because it's in the trees. Whoa! Yeah, no, we haven't damaged it. It's still angry. It's still angry. Abort! 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 Right, I'm trying to like do this and think about what I have to talk to you guys about today. So what else have I added? Well, just look down in the description, you'll see the full list. But there's lots of decoration mods, lots of stuff that adds kind of just, you know, little blocks like airlocks. Is that a huge big cannon on the top? That's exactly what that is. Oh yeah, I've added a couple of weapon mods, so that's what that'll be. Right, I think we've upset it enough. And we're not really seem to be doing any damage. Whoa, whoa, the cannon's pointing right at me. Oh man, I can't even see it. I think we need to come back here with something. Yeah, no, we're done. Time to leave. Let's go have a look at the other one. I feel like that's a stupid idea, but we're going to go look at the other one. I was really worried that when I added these mods, because we'd obviously generated most of this terrain, that nothing would load. There would be no new stuff and we'd have to sort of go somewhere else. Wow, that's quite cool looking. Right, let's do a little flyby, see if we can shoot out some of the turrets or something. Hasn't got the huge big cannon on it like that one has. So yeah, I think for this episode we're gonna muck around with this for about 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna get started on... Whoa, okay, mayday, mayday. It's got way more firepower than I thought it would. Time to leave. Yeah, so for this episode, what are we going to do? I don't know. We could either muck around with these, try and build a... Wow, I have a lot of smoke coming out of me, and green stuff, which means one of my reactors is hit. I think we're going to have to build a shipyard here on land, because I'm not repairing this every time I have to. Or we could, I suppose we could do something like that, or maybe a welding pit or something. Wow, this thing's gone really sluggish, and I think I've lost quite a few engines. So anyway, I'm going to land, assess the damage, and then we're going to get started on all the stuff we're going to get done today. I still feel we're probably going to try and be in space, if not next episode, then the one after. Just because we've sort of done the planet now, and now with all these new mods, I want to get back up into space and see all the cool stuff that is added. Whoa. Whoa, this thing does not want to stop. Oh, and I've added the speed, the thing that adds higher speeds to ships. I think I did 400 for small and 300 for large, or something like that. Anyway, like I said, look down in the description for the list of mods, and I'm going to cut here because this thing is pretty much unlandable. The damage wasn't that bad, actually. A little bit smashed up in the front. I think one of the missiles probably hit around here, and another one back here somewhere, because some of this is damaged. Yeah, still in one piece, almost. Anyway, let's move on. So, for today, I think we are going to build one of those designated building areas. I think it's really cool that we now have stuff on the planet spawning, but I also think that we've been here long enough. We will come back to combat these sites, because I think this is a really exciting thing to be able to do. You know, go and we could maybe build like a bomber and just fly over at high altitude and drop warheads. You know, we could build a helicarrier, you know, like out of the Marvel series. You know, all sorts of things. And we will come back and we will do those things, but this game's called Space Engineers, and we're 15, 16 episodes in, and we're still not in space. We've just done a little thing. Right, so for the progression, for the nanite thing, I had to build a gravity generator, and then I built a space ball. Oh, one other thing, these now explode. I've added the mod that makes jump drives explode. So when we start putting those in ships, we need to armor them, protect them. So I have built those. We don't need them anymore now. Not much of a point having a gravity generator on a planet. So I think what we're going to do is have a... Oops. That was quite an expensive component I just broke. Oh, on the subject of expensive components, this needs... where is it? Superconductor 1200. Superconductor one. There's probably some more floating around in here somewhere. Hope so. Hope I haven't ran out of gold again. Yeah. Anyway, this was a lot of gold, and I mean a lot of gold. So if you are planning on using the mods that I'm using and building one of these nanite control things, get mining gold. Get mining lots of gold. If we have time, I will go to my gold mine, which is over there somewhere. There it is, that one. And yeah, just tons of it. So I was thinking this area here, we would build like a kind of thing here. That's not very descriptive, JD. But yeah, this is where we're going to put our dry dock. The only reason I was going to sort of have it here, sticking out into the lake, but then it sort of blocks the parking for my ice machine, and I use that quite a lot. So those two hydrogen engines, which thank you for all the comments from a couple of episodes ago. Oh no, I think it was last episode about the problems we were having with the hydrogen engines when they were over there. Lots of comments saying all sorts of things about how hungry they are for fuel, which is 100% right. In all honesty, I would not be surprised if Keen go back and tweak them and make them less hungry, because they just destroy your hydrogen supplies. Absolutely destroy it. So I've turned them off for now, and I'm using the little bit of uranium that I have to sort of top my batteries up. Now, do we want to make this blue as well, so it's not just blue on blue? Not sure. Well, we can always repaint. Okay, so what we're going to do, let me think. We'll come down this way first. Let's just get at least a sort of baseline. So, yeah, we are going to, this episode, build a dry dock, and in the next episode, build a spaceship, and then we are going to go to space. So, probably end of next episode. So if we have that there, have this come this way, like so, and I guess sort of running along this way. I've got the hiccups. It's really not the best thing to have when you try and record, is have the hiccups. So we'll come this way. Right. So let's think about this. What do we want to do? Probably want it to be an odd number actually, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, come back one. Trying to right click, I'm not in creative. I've been building ships in creative all day today. Trying to build something that doesn't look like it spat out by a 5-year-old. So, that'll do. So we're going to have, now let me think, how do I want the floor to look? I'm going to try and make this look at least a little bit decent. Let's just go like that. Upside down and get that one. Up. Go. Right, how long do I need this to be? Probably want to come parallel with the end of this, don't I? Really? Sort of, maybe. This is going to be another big pile of welding. But it's okay, I have my new ship that is charging up. I think that's a couple too far. That'll do. That will do. Let's do the same on this side. And we've gone, what, 2? Yeah, 2 too far, I think. Yeah, looks right. Okay. Right, I'm going to dig all this out. This needs to be dug down a little bit, and then I will be back. I'll probably weld some of it up and set out the general outline of things. So I have a basic outline laid out. We are going to now start making it look pretty. Actually, I want to do this in white. We're just going to continue with the same paint theme, I think. Actually, yeah, we could do that. Alright, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to have one there. Then there we go. The idea of this is going to be where the sort of the hull is laid down. We're going to have the nanite projector thing at the end there, along with an actual projector, so we can project the ships. Also means we can land ships in here for repair, like the fighter. And all should be pretty good. And then when we get to space, we'll have to build this again, but we'll probably build a much larger version, and it'll be like a if you've ever watched Star Trek, whenever the Enterprise or whatever ship is in Drydock, it has this sort of lattice work around it. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It's in quite a lot of science fiction. We're going to build something very similar to that, almost identical probably. Right, now, I was thinking about putting some interior walls in the floor, because they've got those little lights in the top. Put one down, and it's probably not going to be enough light to actually light anything, but it might look good. Does it have lights? I thought these things had lights. Have lights? Don't look like lights. I wonder what else we've got. Well, for now, let's just. I want to try and get this done for this episode, so in the next one we will have. Right, yeah, we'll keep it white. Tell you what we'll do. We'll run them along here. So we're going to have things like, just empty out our inventory a little bit. I love my new tools. I know I've had them for a couple of episodes now, but every time I use them, I'm so thankful for actually being able to weld something up relatively quickly. Okay. Okay, let's get rid of some of the inventory, just so I can make room. And then a bit more. I'll just do one bar and then we'll move on to working on a little bit more. Go. So, that like so. And then, how are we going to do the sides? I suppose we could sort of continue the theme. Like that. And then do... Do you know what would be really cool? We do that. And then... There is my... What am I looking for? Half blocks, that's what I'm looking for. Got up maybe like 2 or 3 like this. I don't know, that height looks high enough. Then go back to this one. There we go, like that. Then we would maybe think, how am I going to do this? I suppose it would be full block. Then go back to that. That. Oh yeah, but then I can't. I suppose we do it with that. The only thing is if it's ever anything bigger than this space, then I'm not going to be able to get it in. I suppose I don't really have anything bigger. Well, yeah, but I might in future. But then I suppose this is just a medium, small to medium dock, and if I do have something bigger, it has to go into space to get repaired. I think is how the way we'll do it. So what I would then do is this like that. Then like this. I want to put a light here. We'd have downlights all the way along. I don't know if I like that. I'm going to leave it there like that for now. I'll probably weld one up to see what it looks like. We'd have to decorate the back a little bit so that, you know, I don't know, have it coming out and into the rock. Something. I don't know. I'll work something out. What would I do on this side though? Do the same and then have it just coming down into the ice? I'm not sure. I'm going to work a little bit more on this off camera. But for now, let's just keep laying things out and figuring out how we want to do things. So over here, it's going to be 5. I need to have... and this is going to be the area where we're going to have some of the equipment that we'll need, like projectors, storage containers, all that sort of stuff. Let's grab some more bits while we're here. Some more of that, and some more of that. Got all my machines pumping out steel plate, so and I'm going to need it. Tell you the other thing. So we've got down here, and we've got our pipes. I've grinded this bit away so I can get access to this, and added a connector there. Oh no, these are white. I suppose I could have painted them, but easier just to down again. Okay. There we go. Ta-da! What do we need now? So this is going to be connected to the nanite machine, plus, you know, anything else that we need that'll be down here. Where is the middle? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So yeah, there's the middle. Let's put something to mark, just so I know. That's the middle, and then how high are we going to make it? Guess we'll do like... Is that going to connect to that? Is that, are they in line? Oh, they are. Okay. So I guess this will be where we put the thing. So what we want to do, and here's a clever little trick, is here we want to put down a rotor. Let's just go in here and find it. It's way easy now. Stuff added. We want to add a large rotor here, like so. Should be fine. Let's get this some pipes, some motors, some computers. I'm looking for pipe, right, motors, computers, and pipe. Go. Oh, that's not enough. So back. Okay. Now the reason we want a motor here is because we can change the head on this energy low. We can change the head on the rotor to either be a small or large grid, meaning that if I want to, no fuel. Yeah, of course it's got no fuel. Because you can change the head on it, you can change the size of the projector, meaning that we could build either large or small ships using the same block. Because obviously you can't place small grids on large blocks, but with this we can. Might be able to. I'll demonstrate it at some point, I'm sure. But that's where we want that, and then on the end of that we put our projector. That's not a projector, that's a bomb. That's a projector. And once again, just remember the X goes on the top, and you want the line on the front. There we go. And some construction components and some large pipes. Construction components is that. Oops. There we go. So I'll leave a large one on there for now, because the next ship we're building is going to be a large ship. Right, anything else really? So this is, to be honest, this is all we're going to need. I might try and spruce it up a little bit. I've got all these nice new blocks. It's a shame to not use some of them. But this is going to be a ground shipyard. And that means that the nanite thing can only be used here. So if I build my ship and then disappear off into the wide yonder and go and fight some things and get damaged, I have to come back here. I could repair it by hand, but obviously that's going to be a real pain in the butt, and I don't want to do that. I might stick it on the underside here, actually. That might be a way of doing it. Oops. That. Could stick it there. I wouldn't have to run the pipe down. That's probably what I'll do. So, ta-da! No, it needs to come one across. Best way to do it actually would just be to put the pipe here to where I want it, which is two more. Two more? Yeah, two more. Attach it. There. Okay. Perfect. There we go. It's everything laid out. I'm just gonna actually this one out. Change it for a connector just in case I need to run a pipe down the way. Perfect. Okay, or I could run it out that side. I don't know. Yeah, no, put it back. Right, I think I babbled enough on camera. Let's get this done. I'm going to cut here, do some more welding. Well, hold on, I'll weld some of this into place. Actually, no, I won't. Look at how much stuff you need for this thing. It's actually crazy. Like, oh man, like I said, at some point I'll take it over to all my mines over there. I had to do a ton of mining for this, like an absolute ton. But it's going to be worth it, so I'm going to cut here, I'm going to do some more welding, get all this done, and I will be back again. The sun's going down, so I'll probably wait until tomorrow to film the rest of this, but yeah, I will be back. I just looked back at the footage and realised what the time is, so yeah, we're going to wrap it up here for today, guys. I am going to finish this. I'm quite happy with how this is beginning to turn out. Probably going to embellish it in places, add some of the new blocks to make it look fancy. Generally just make it look cool. But all in all, the idea of this is to get us into space. And so in the next episode we are going to put a blueprint in that projector. This is going to be built and we are going to build a cool spaceship. Originally we talked about building a large freighter. I still have the blueprint for that. It's my own design. There it is there. But I think that because that is a freighter and has a little bit of weaponry on it, but nothing that's going to really fend off the hordes, I think the first thing we're going to do is build a battle cruiser of some form, and then once we get up there, we'll build the freighter once we sort of have ways of defending it. So that will be for tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm going to leave the list of mods that I've added down below. Feel free to have a look, and if there's any of your favourites that didn't make it to the cut, feel free to add it as a comment. Maybe give me some suggestions of things that you might want to see added. I can't promise I will add them, but I will definitely look into them. If you've enjoyed this, then also maybe think about giving it a like, and if you haven't already, subscribing. I'll catch you in the next episode, guys.